It may not be the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about artificial intelligence, but its implementation in horticulture is showing potential. The Delft Centre for Systems and Control is cooperating with growers to develop autonomous greenhouses.
I think the main reason for this research is that the worldwide food demand is increasing. So in order to keep up with those high food demands, greenhouse cultivation plays an important role. Because in a greenhouse you're almost completely in control of your climate, of your irrigation, so you can strive for the most optimal conditions for your crop. However, within the greenhouse industry, the amount of experienced people who can manage such a large crop production is decreasing worldwide, the available amount of people who know how to do it. So that's why artificial intelligence, but also like advanced control algorithms, can play an important role in assisting growers and in this way to ensure more efficient food production.
Growing crops used to fully depend on the farmer and the weather conditions, which could vary significantly with time. Through the introduction of greenhouses around 1900, this problem was solved. It enabled farmers to create better climates for their crops. Being able to regulate the climate even made it possible to grow foreign vegetables, like tomatoes. Through the years, farmers learned that several factors influenced the growth of their produce, like lighting, humidity, and temperature. Using sensors, farmers are currently able to measure these factors.
Well, you have a system which has a lot of manipulated variables. You can control CO2, relative humidity, temperature, ventilation, heating, different parts of the system.
Using these factors, growers are able to act accordingly by changing the climate in the greenhouse.
Nou, er staan hier mega veel sensoren waar ik niet overal gebruik van kan maken, omdat er zoveel informatie is. Ja, maar er staan sensoren voor temperatuur. Als ik even het heel simpel bekijk, wij hebben hier een meetbox voor je kastklimaat, voor je luchtvochtigheid. En ook weer buitenmeters voor licht, buitentemperatuur, al zulke soort dingen. En daar kunnen we in grote lijnen op sturen.
Because there are so many options to change the climate, this becomes a very complex process.
If you look at a control board of all types of greenhouses, it almost looks like a space shuttle controller. And at the same time, what you really care about is the produce, and it's not that easy to understand what is the right condition for the produce if you want a certain outcome at the end of the growing season.
It is a difficult process to determine exactly which values for temperature and other factors are perfect for the crop. So how does the AI know?
People often think that AI is a type of magic box where you just feed in data and it solves very complex problems and you get some meaningful outcome. Well, that's often not the case. You cannot just teach an AI to solve complex problems.
We look mainly at two things. So first of all, we looked at like the years and years of experience that's already available within the scientific literature, but also from experienced growers. So we tried to combine those things to let our algorithm search for the optimal set points. And furthermore, we of course also took the feedback of the crop into account. So several measurements of the crop were taken, like the thickness of the head, among others. And based on this feedback, we also try to adjust our algorithms in such a way that the optimal conditions for the crop were realized.
So for now, the algorithm needs a little assistance from the growers, but in the future it will manage by itself because it has learned what the crop needs.
Het mooie is dat je in de toekomst gewoon, bij wijze van hier in Nederland, kunnen we een bedrijf gaan sturen wat in Afrika of in Azië operationeel is. En dat is eigenlijk van waar we naartoe gaan. En dat gebeurt echt, het is heel dichtbij.